A little bit late for the stream today, and that is because I was at the veterinarian with this guy, and he stresses me out, to be 100% honest. He stresses me out sometimes, and yeah, so lately he's got like a little bit of like hair loss, so I took him to the vet for that, and they said like maybe he's feeling a little bit anxious, and I feel like maybe he feeds off of like if I'm anxious or stressed, and I feel like I've been stressed out lately, so maybe he's like getting a vibe for that because we spend a lot of time together. But I'm like, bro, you have like, like over $100 cat food that you eat. Like, can you please stay healthy for a little bit? So that is something that has been stressing me out. Other than kind of like being told to keep an eye on him. Hey, the vet said that for the now he looks like he's mostly fine. So that's like the main thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about my cat right now. Like, Loki, come here. I had to take him to the veterinarian, and because I was worried because he was getting like a little bit of hair loss, and they gave him this shot, which is like an IV, it's like an IV, but it's a shot, and so now he has like a little pouch here of like fluid, and so I called them panicking. Okay, I'll put you down. Here. I called them panicking. Oh, he is big. I think he's like around like 12 and a half pounds, and he's not even like a chubby cat. But yeah, they told me he should be fine. That the little pouchy thing is normal after he gets the shot. But like, oh gosh, that stressed me out. So right now I got told to try and keep an eye on him, try and keep him active, because seems like maybe he's stressing a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, that's what's happened so far. I also had to make an important phone call in Japanese, and like I always feel like it's so embarrassing when I do like phone calls in Japanese, because like my Japanese is like a mixture of everything. Thank you. Of like everything I know. So it's like just like slang or random words that I pick up that I know. And then it's also like Japanese that I learned from the textbook, and like, I don't know, just like from friends. Hi! So yeah, I had this important phone call, and I felt like, how do I navigate this? But I got through it. I got the information that I needed, which was good. But those two things had like me feeling like whew, So, and I had planned already on streaming. I want to be more consistent with live streams. So yeah, those are the two things that happened before this. I feel like it would be good to take a walk. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little walk while we stream. I'm from the US. What about you? Oh, welcome back! I haven't seen you in a little while. Is it 4 a.m. in Germany? That is wild. It's like noon here. Yeah, we're gonna take a little walk and try and lighten the mood. Usually, it's late there. Oh, that's crazy. What is your question, please? I'm curious about your question. Guys, I think we can't take a walk, and the reason for that is because yesterday we explored in the forest of Japan, like off in the countryside somewhere, and I think that my phone probably used all its data. So I think that's what's wrong. I'll have to find out, but I think that's what happened. Sorry. So no walk. Yeah. Because yesterday I was exploring on this like remote island and the stream kept going in and out. And I think my phone like went to like max capacity with the data. And that's what happened. So I apologize for the stream cutting out. We're back. I'm sorry. I think it's my data, so I apologize. But Naresh asked a great question. I hope I am saying your name correctly. Um, Yay! I'm so glad you're feeling better. What is my ultimate goal? And I think my ultimate goal in life, like, I guess it kind of changes, right? Like, different ages, you have different things that are like a goal, you know? Like, when you're in school, your goal is to graduate. And then, like when you're in high school, you want to graduate. And then maybe you want to go to college after that. And then maybe get a good job. So I feel like my goal kind of changes from time to time. But if there's one specific, look at you. If there was one specific goal that I had, it would be to get to a point in life where I am successful enough where if any of my family members need anything, whatever it is, um, the ones that like I actually like, you know, have always been there for me, I will want to be able to be there for them without having to worry about like, okay, I don't have money for that. How am I gonna, you know, help? Both of my parents died when I was little. Well, sorry, my mom died when I was little, and my dad died when I was like in my early 20s. So, like stuff like medical bills and stuff like that, I don't want my like immediate family to have to worry about stuff like that anymore. And the other thing is, I've always wanted to own a gym. Like that's always been something that's super important to me. Like since I was a teenager, people were like, "What do you want to do?" And I would tell them, like, I want to own a gym. So, I don't know. I have a lot of goals, but basically, to be successful in a way where I can take care of those around me that I love, like my cat and my siblings. Great question. I feel like that was a rambly answer, but I don't know if I answered it. I hope I did. Sophie says her goal is to get a really good job. She enjoys explore, travel, get married, and have 2 kids. Sweet. I love that. That is a beautiful goal. Thank you. Let me turn the light on. I just realized it's kind of dark. Naresh, I hope I'm saying your name right. Can you please tell me your goal? Because you asked me a deep question, so I'd like to ask you a deep question back. Also, I want to thank you guys because like if you were here for the beginning of the stream, you could see I was stressing out. And if you missed the beginning of the stream, you missed the stress. But you guys, I feel like really, really like always cheer me up, which is something I really, really appreciate. And it's not something I expected from having a YouTube channel at all. Like, I think you came just as I was starting because I was showing you my cat that I just took to the vet. But the nice thing is in Japan, the vet bill, I want to say it was like $20, $25, for like imaging, an IV and just like a wellness check, which is crazy. Like in the States, I took my cat to the ER, my other cat to the ER, because she had like injured her eye or something, and it was like $300 just for coming in the door. So I will always appreciate that. What's up? Oh, I love that. I love that. You keep holding me accountable because I'm trying to stream more, but it's been kind of crazy on my end, to be honest. You're studying? What are you studying for? Is that part of your big goal in life? I still want to know what your life goal is, Naresh. But you guys cheer me up so much. Like, you have no idea. Because, like, before, like, when I started the YouTube channel, initially, my thing was, like, it's going to be about other stuff. Like, it's not really going to be about me. I'm just going to show you stuff. Like, look, this is Tokyo or this is that. And I noticed like the more like I actually talk with everybody, the more everyone talks back and the more I enjoy the channel, which is something I wasn't expecting. I don't know, I never really intended to be in the middle of my channel. I don't know if that makes sense. Even though it's my channel, I don't know if that makes sense at all, but yeah, I never really planned on even doing this. The only thing that got me invested in the stream, and to be 100% honest, is like I one of my friends was like, "Hey, you know, if you stream, you're gonna be able to increase your watch time hours." You know, I need to, but like one of the things I wanted to do was go for a walk and show you guys like some of the like spring flowers. But for some reason, I feel like my signal in my phone is not great. So, and I think it's because I burned through a lot of data yesterday because I went to like a remote island and I was like trying to explore there and the stream cut out like so many times and everyone was so nice about it. So to answer your question about hiking, I may have to figure out what's going on with my phone and then in the meantime just like record those on my camera because I have an Osmo Pocket 3, so the quality is a lot better on my camera. So like if you want to see like the exploring stuff that I've already done and shared on the channel, you can like go through the long videos. That would actually help a lot. But I do plan on doing some more like hiking and wandering. I just got to figure out what's going on with my phone because it wouldn't even let me take a walk. I wanted to take a walk. Yes, yes, I carry you through the aquarium and the lighthouse. And I don't know. I don't know. What I really want to do is go to the Tokyo Sky Tree because they're having like a sakura event there too, and I want to see if it's any nicer than the one at the aquarium. The reason I went to the aquarium is because they have like a sakura event going on right now because like for like springtime. But I was a little bit disappointed because I went there in the fall and they had like a autumn leaves, like a fall leaves event, and that was really really nice. And then the sakura thing was kind of like eh. Oh, restaurants and home cooking. Yeah, yeah. I do that a lot. Like it usually like because I am the type of person that it's a lot of times hard for me to just like sit still and do like one thing. I know we talked about like reaching out to other people when you need help yesterday. And I remember like a couple years ago, I had a therapy session, and my therapist was like, "Well, okay, for what are you doing right now? Like, for example, like, give me an example, like, what you're doing right now. Like, maybe you're just like sitting in your living room." And I'm like, "No, I'm pacing." Because I like to move around. Like, it's easier for me to move around. It's hard to sit still for a long period of time. Even like when I'm editing videos, initially when I start editing a YouTube project, there's like a little bit of resistance because it's like, oh, great, I have to sit down. But then like I can play around with the effects and stuff like that. And then it starts to become more and more fun. Like right now I'm working on the Anime Japan 2025, which is like the Comic Con out here for like, it's like a big anime convention. Okay, see you when you get back. And so I'm working on that to like edit that video, but it's not done. It's like 17 minutes now. I don't know. You have to tell me like what is like a good sweet spot for how many minutes long like a YouTube video should be. For me personally, like if I'm watching other people's YouTube stuff, I like the video to be like at least 10 minutes long. So that way I can like, you know, sit there and get comfortable and invested in it or like whatever I'm doing. But I don't know. I feel like it depends like on what your preference is. But man, you guys really, really have cheered me up a bit because like I was having a freak out there. Like I called the veterinary office and I'm like, okay, here's what's happening. And then they're like, oh, that's totally normal. We just forgot to tell you. And I'm like, whew, okay, good. Oh man. That is the hardest thing about having pets is like they will get you big worried like over like the littlest things. And like honestly, I think my cat is just licking himself too much. I think that's like the issue. And this morning he threw up his breakfast, which also kind of had me a little bit concerned. But they said I can feed him again, so he should be fine. Yeah, he just had me worried for a second. So he'll be fine, and so will I. I just like overstress that. Let me get some more tea, because like I've been drinking my green tea all morning. I really, really love tea and coffee. Like, if I could drink coffee every day, I might do it. But I've noticed like that coffee is really acidic, so I can't really drink coffee like the way I used to. But green tea really hits the spot. So I'm gonna make myself some warm green tea. The past 2 days have been like rainy and cold and gloomy. But today is actually sunny, which is why I wanted to take a walk, but my phone wants to play games. I'm gonna look into that and figure it out, because like I know you guys, I know at least some of the viewers here have said they like walks. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is really, really rough, Naresh. Yeah, I've been meaning to sit down and do an update video on this channel, but I've been putting it off because I shared on the channel that my dog passed away, but to sit down in a video and talk about it just seems like a really, really difficult thought. And I know it's different situations, but just like thinking about loss. Welcome back, twin. Yeah, when you lose someone who's important to you, it's really, really difficult. And for me, like my dog was like my big support system, you know. So you're taking a quick break. Well, my heart goes out to you, Naresh. Please keep your head up. Arvid, welcome. Long time no see. Yes, speaking of green tea, I think my green tea is ready. Guys, I'm not leaving. I'm just getting my tea. One of the things that I've been thinking of a lot about for YouTube is like, oh, I gotta like, find ways to add value, because like I'm the type of person, if I do something, I want to go all in on it. So I like research it and find ways to improve and like all of that. And then take care of yourself. Good luck with your studies. But yeah, I keep on seeing stuff saying like, oh, like if for YouTube, like it's really important that you add value. But I feel like honestly, the subscribers on this channel are the ones that add value to me. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but I don't know. You guys are like so important. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that's how I feel. So I gotta figure some ways to pay it forward. If I've said this a couple times, like if you guys want to see certain things, then let me know, like something specific, and I'll try and film it. Like I, at this point, definitely owe you guys a trip back to the island that I went to, so I can record there and show you guys, because the camera kept cutting off right when we got to like a good spot, and yeah, I gotta go back. I'm gonna go back. So whenever I start working on that video, then I'll let you guys know and give you guys updates. You have green tea? Here, I'm virtually sharing the green tea. It's got like multiple different ones mixed together. I made it this morning, so it looks a little bit dingy, but I promise I made it this morning. I really hope that things go well for you moving forward, Naresh. I really do. Twin! You're making me think of like my little kid days, when I'd be like pretending to share stuff with my siblings. I actually like little kids a lot. Like I used to coach gymnastics, and I used to like coach like the little kids class. And when I would have them do like stuff that was tough, like physically tough, like we used to do wall sits. And like if you've ever done a wall sit, it's not really a fun exercise because like after sitting there for a while, you start to get uncomfortable. And because it's one of those exercises where you just sit there and be still, you really think about the fact that you're uncomfortable. And so what we used to do is like we used to pretend that we're having tea parties. So we used to sit there and like we didn't even have teacups, so we would just like, oh, would you like some tea? And then we pass it down and we pass it back and forth. And by the time we were done with our fake tea party, the exercise was over. You know what hurts my hips is crunches. It really hurts my hips. I think some of it is because I have a long torso. So I think maybe like it's not ergonomic for me to do. I don't know. I've heard that planks are better for your abs than crunches. So maybe I should start doing those. I don't like those either though. To be completely honest, when it comes to exercise, I've been being a little lazy lately. It hurts your back. I don't think it's supposed to hurt your back. That's kind of concerning. Are you doing it on like like a hardwood floor or like cement or something? Usually if I do crunches, just to like do crunches, I'll put like a yoga mat under myself. No, don't do it on that. I think maybe that's too soft of a surface. Maybe like the ground with like a yoga mat under. Try that if you have one available. Or like carpeted floor. I am so glad we don't have carpet, by the way. Because I feel like having carpet with pets, the only area of our house that has any sort of carpeting is like the stairs. We have like these stick on carpet pads because the stairs in my house are like, they're like very pointed and they're slippery. Have you tried with like a mat under you? Because I think a mat would help. This is just my theory though. I think it might help you. I want to like go grab some snacks after I do this for like a friend who's Japanese, and so I need to figure out like what snacks I'm gonna pick that are like hard to find in Japan. Like some snacks, like American snacks that are popular, are easy to find in Japan, but it's like the Japanese version of them, or like there's different flavors available. Like Kit Kats are like one of my favorite like chocolate bars, and I don't really eat them that much. Lately, I've been hating on chocolate, but yeah, I like Kit Kats a lot, but they have different flavors here. Yes. So one of the things we did the last time we were in Osaka is we went to see the Minions movie. And we went to see it. I forget what it's called. I always forget what it's called. But it's basically where you have a movie experience where you like sit in the chair and then like, because it's a Minions movie, right? So like the guy, he's like driving his car around like aggressively, and they like shake your chair back and forth, and then like someone gets splashed with water. Thank you. They splash water on you. I did fall asleep on the movie, but it was a cool experience. You crave chocolate. Actually, the chocolate here is good. The chocolate in Japan is good. I've been like just not loving chocolate per se, but the chocolate here is really, really good. I feel like it's less sweet and like the milk chocolate is smoother. Hi, welcome back. Welcome. I still gotta do the like actual long form video um of the lighthouse and everything. I'm gonna go back. Unless you're expecting what? When the chairs shake? I think for me, it's just like lately, like dark chocolate has been like difficult to eat because it's too bitter, or like anything that's really, really sweet. I don't know. I've just been picky with chocolate lately. I'm not a big candy person though. Like it's like maybe I'll go through like a period, like a couple months where I'm like, oh, I love candy, and then after that, I'm good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if someone just randomly threw water on me, yeah, I probably would get pretty upset. But like if it's in the movie and I know that they're gonna like shake the chair and splash water and fill the room with smoke or whatever as like part of the experience, eh, to surgery. Not totally sure what you mean. Um, yeah, not sure what you mean with that one. I'm not like a big movie person because like to me, like if the movie is negative, like super negative, I'm probably not going to watch it. Like if it's super violent or like there's a lot of like cursing or like I don't know, just like negativity in it, I'm probably going to skip it because like to me like there's enough stuff to like actually worry about in regular life. Like I like comedies, I like chick flicks. If you're sleepy, I think you should get some rest. 100%, especially if you have school tomorrow. I'm just saying. So if you have school or work and you're getting tired, see you later. Please get rest. You're done playing it? I've tried it. I have tried it, but I feel like it's a little bit difficult to like interact like because you have the glove things. The one I tried was Oculus. So I feel like it was kind of like a weird experience. It was fun, but the other thing is like I'm not really a gamer because as aforementioned, like I tend to like have trouble sitting still and like games require you to sit a little bit weird. What? I'm like reading and talking at the same time. The chat is wild. I feel like the chat is always interesting. Oh, okay. You're talking about VR chat. So I've never experienced like the virtual reality chat, but I feel like it's possible based on what you two are saying that people are like emboldened online. Okay. Now I'm following. I feel like people are always like that. Like if they saw you and they met you in person, they would never ever consider saying some of the wild stuff they say online. But the fact that there's like that distance virtually, it's like, all right, I'm gonna say whatever I want. But there's always consequences for what you say or do. Like, so I don't know. This is something like I've said in the past, like on these streams as well. Like we can hang out, we can talk, we can vibe, but let's keep it chill. Let's keep it PG, because like you know you can say or do what you want, but there's always consequences for it. And I feel like that's something that people got to think about in general. What is that emoji? Is that the face? Really? Really? I think that for me, like that's part of why I try to be careful what I consume or like watch, because I feel like, you can say like what you watch or what you consume or what you do has no effect on you, but like you have to think about like your subconscious mind. Like in the back of your mind, it could be influencing you. And like, have you ever heard the expression like a person is only as good or like as talented or as capable as their five closest friends? Well, I mean, I don't know what to say on that, especially because it's YouTube. But I can definitely say that like my dad did a good job holding me accountable, and my siblings and family members did a good job of holding me accountable when I was younger. So I feel like it kind of makes me think a little bit more about like just popping off at the mouth and doing whatever, because it's like there's consequences for stuff, and who you hang out with and who you associate with and what you spend your time doing like affects you a lot. And also, I feel like maybe you're wondering where I'm sitting. I'm sitting on a stool. That's what I'm sitting on. And behind me is the control for the water. So like if I'm washing dishes or something and I wanna if I want to turn the water heater on or something like that, like if I'm washing dishes, then I gotta like push the button. It makes me noise. Hang on, I'll push the button so you guys see what I mean. Hang on. Yeah, that's what it is. If you were curious, I mean, I would get more comfortable, but I don't want to get so comfortable because I still got to go to the store eventually. So I'm probably going to stay on for like an hour and then go to the store. That's the plan right now. Yeah, the water is something I really like. Like the other thing that I really love is like this one turns the water on. And this one right here, I don't want to push it because it's going to waste water, but it like auto fills the bathtub up. So if you push this button, it starts filling the tub up, and you don't really have to supervise it because as long as the tub is closed, like so the water can't get out, it'll fill up into the point where it's full and then stop filling it with water, which is something I really like. But then we don't have a washer or dryer in our house, so I feel like kind of trade-offs. You have a remote. The bathroom in our house has like another thing like this where it's like mounted on the wall, but that one's mounted lower. So like if you're sitting, like you can just like reach across and still like reach it without having to get up. I think it's cool. But I also think like living in a Japanese house is something that has really taken some getting used to, cuz like I remember like one of the early videos on this channel, I was like, guys, someone please tell me like why is the like bathroom and shower area like kind of combined? Because like if you go back through my channel and like through the videos, there's like a house tour I did like forever ago. And it's like our bathtub is right next. Our bathtub is here, and then our shower is here. And then it's like, someone told me, like, you're supposed to take a shower in the shower area before you get in the bath. And, like, that's what's, like, expected. And usually people will have, like, at onsens, they'll have, like, a little seat where you can sit down. But it's just interesting, like, some of the, like, I guess, like, bath stuff here is, like, a little bit different. But it's interesting. You need it to stop raining? Okay, well, I shared some virtual tea with you, so I'm going to try and share some virtual sunshine, because it finally stopped raining here. Yesterday it was raining, so I'm going to send some sunshine to Sophie. I love baths too. I cannot believe it, but Japan has Lush. I don't know why, like it took me forever to know about that. Because I think when we first moved to Japan, we didn't live in like an area where there's like a lot of like big stores because we lived in the countryside. But Japan has Lush. So like, you know, like Lush Cosmetics, Lush, Lush, like it's like a UK based beauty brand. I think they're like vegan and cruelty free, like consistently. I love them. But I went there in Tokyo and it's like they have so many bath bombs. Like I gotta find like the video. Like I think I took like a short like video there. but they have like glitter bath like salts. They have like they had like one that's like shaped like a goldfish. They have like one that you can, it's like a bubble wand. So it's like the actual like bath salts are shaped into like a circle with like a circle inside, and then you put it in the water and you can like blow bubbles. It's just wild. I mean, I think it depends on where in Japan you go. Like the area where I went yesterday, there's no lush over there because it's like a really small countryside island. So that specific area does not have a lush. But like places like Tokyo and Osaka, yeah, they probably do. Tokyo definitely does. Like I feel like Tokyo has some of everything. You know what? One of the coolest things that I absolutely love about shopping here is like Uniqlo, like the clothing store. So like if you buy like let's say you buy like 3 t-shirts there, right? And you just like get them off the shelf and then you go to the checkout area, the self-checkout, you put your 3 t-shirts in like a holding area and then the machine like digitally senses like you have 3 t-shirts and here's the cost for them, and then it like rings them up and then it lets you confirm and then you just pay for them and go. I just think that's so cool. It can like tell the difference between like which merchandise you got. No, that is definitely too dangerous. Please no swimming, at least not that far. But I feel like a couple times like in chats and stuff, I'll talk to people that'll say that they're planning on coming to visit Japan, and I'll like give information of like whatever I know. Like if I know some place to go or like hang out or whatever, then I'll share that. I don't know if you can get into that lighthouse, to be 100% honest. I think rent in Japan is pretty affordable overall, but a lot of times when you rent an apartment here or a house, you have to pay like key money, and then there's like fees, like a whole bunch of fees, and like basically it comes out to over 3 months rent up up front. You know, that's one of the perks of being young, though, to be honest. Because you don't have to think about that, at least not right away. And I'm being totally serious because I feel like going back to the conversation we had yesterday, when you're young, you're like, okay, I want to be an adult, then I can make my own rules. I can go where I want. Like, no one's going to tell me what to do. And I'm going to be like my own person. And then when you're an adult and you have to do that, then you're like, hold on, this is not always fun. Like, I gotta pay bills. Ew, you know? and then it's like, oh man, taxes? So I have to pay taxes now, you know? And it's just like one thing after another, and you're like, man, like being an adult is more work than I thought, you know? So that's why I was telling you, like, you know, just enjoy being however old you are. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about rushing to more responsibilities. Because I feel like I was always thinking like that. Buy all the clothes in the world. You know, I feel like that's a valid goal, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you have something that you really, really want to do, then like why not explore that, you know? Because my dad used to tell me when I was younger, like when you get older you should like be whatever you want to be. Like you should focus on doing like, I don't know, like having a career or life that you want to have. And I would argue with him as a teenager, like, dad, that is not practical. I am going to go to university. I am going to get a career in business. I'm studying business, and I'm going to find a corporate career that's going to pay me like all the big bucks, and that's going to be the end of it. But I think maybe my dad has always been right. I think that's a really beautiful way to think about life. I really do. A really beautiful and really mature way to think about life. Because realistically speaking, people do just have the one opportunity in this life. You don't really get a do-over in this world, you know? So if you have an opportunity to work hard and do good and explore and experience, then why not, you know? Like even like with little things, like for my hair, I was like, man, my hair is a lot of work. Like I want to change it. And my friend kept telling me, just try this locks hairstyle. And I just did. And I'm like, you know, if I really don't like it, I can just cut it or change it again. But like, why not just try it because it's something I want to try. And I think making a difference is like a really good way to like feel purpose, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think like the more people who are in the position to give to others, the better. And so I think that's part of why it's important to be like career minded and willing to like put in the work to be independent and all of that. Like, because I think there's a couple of different ways to look at like, you know, growing your career and having finances and all of that. And I think if you are pursuing having more money and a better career with the goal in mind of being able to contribute at least part of that to helping other people, I think that's a good thing. Also, I don't want to keep anybody up too late. Hint, hint. Because earlier I was like, you know, if you have work or school, I don't want to keep you up, and then proceeded to remain super engaged in the conversation. So, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it's a really, really interesting conversation. I actually saw this morning a YouTuber that I've been kind of like following on and off. She did like a birthday fundraiser thing, and she did, I don't even know how she set it up, but she did where like people could donate money to buy school supplies for underprivileged kids. But I don't know how she set it up where she like linked it or whatever. But I thought that was so cool. Like I feel like social media is another way that people can like reach and impact other people, and I thought it was really interesting. I'd never seen that before, like on that scale. I know people do like fundraiser streams, so they'll put like the GoFundMe in the description or something like that. But she had it where like she had like on her screen like overlaid, this is what you can like buy like school supplies or whatever, and then also in the description. It was really interesting. I like YouTube a lot, so I'll be watching other people's stuff and learning from them. Man, you guys really cheered me up because I was really feeling stressed. I knew I needed to stream, but I was like, man, do I really want to like get on YouTube and stream? Because I'm like definitely feeling stressed. And you know, I'm gonna check on my cat anyways. I think he's fine. I think he just really didn't like having to sit at the vet and wait. I have a Instagram that's connected to this YouTube channel, but I am really, really lazy at uploading on it, to be 100% honest. But that actually might be convenient for those of you that like want to DM. Like, you know, if you have suggestions or comments or whatever and you feel like that's more convenient, that might be helpful. I think it's on my description in the channel. Konnichiwa! I'm checking on my cat. He seems to be fine. この猫、今日は病院に。だから、髪、少し、なし。ここで。Or maybe this side. でも、先生さん話、この猫いいです。でも、maybe like a little bit nervous. So Just keeping an eye on him, basically. But I think he's okay. My other cat's across from me. Yeah. I think he's fine. But I'm like, how are you stressed out? Like, you stressed out, like, stresses me out. And I think that's a vicious cycle. Yep. That's a spot. It's not like super bad. It's just like a little bit. He's like, can you stop? Yeah. Maybe he'll use his cat wheel. You want to use it? Go, use it. I think he's really going to make me get up and get the laser pointer or something. Where did I put it? He's purring. You want to chase the laser pointer? I don't know if I can do this and stream at the same time. He just wants to like hunt it. He doesn't want to like actually chase it. Go! Run, run! If you're wondering what these are on the wall, these are like catnip rub things that they can like lick and stuff like that. But I put them inside of the cat wheel because I wanted them to like actually exercise, and I thought if I put it where they have to like walk to reach it, then they'll actually use the cat wheel. But I don't think it's helped substantially. And I really don't think he feels like running right now. He's not running. It's a little warm in their room area. So I'm gonna open the window because today is actually nice. The weather's actually nice. And turn off their little heater. Moxie, say hi. Say hello to everyone. No? Moxie's like the antisocial one. I'm gonna turn off their heater. Oh. But it looks like he's fine, which is kind of what I wanted to check on. But he's refusing to run. I'm also thinking maybe he doesn't want to run because he got a shot. So maybe it's a little uncomfortable. I'm just thinking about that now. But the vet didn't give him any like restrictions like on his movement or anything. They just said I have to wait for an hour to give him any more food because he had an upset tummy this morning. Huh. He's just staring at me like But yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like this live stream has actually cheered me up a lot because I was definitely feeling stressed before starting. 漢字はちょっと難しい。日本わかる。でも全部わからない。I don't understand the rest of what you said, but I understand that you mentioned Japan. I had this thought in my mind that after living in Japan for like 2.5 years, I will know how to speak Japanese perfectly, and so far it's not happened. 上手ですね。上手ですね。多分 多分私の勉強します。ちょっと怠け者。I feel like I'm a little bit like 学生は怠け者です。I feel like I'm a little bit lazy as a student. もうすごい忙しい。そう、多分ちょっと大変勉強して。Sometimes, like lately, I've been a little bit busy, so I think it's made it more difficult to study Japanese, but I don't think that's a good excuse. I think I should still, you know, like study if I can. なるほど。なるほど。わかりました。I'm glad you can understand my Japanese because it's not 日本で喋るまるまで全然こちらこそもう、日本で喋るちょっと恥ずかしいだからいつも違います。I'm always making mistakes when I speak Japanese, so I feel embarrassed knowing that I make mistakes. And then the more embarrassed I feel, the more difficult it is to speak because I feel like I'm thinking about it too much. But usually if I speak to someone who's studying English, who is Japanese, like they have the same feeling. So maybe like little by little I feel less nervous, but like always like when I start speaking Japanese, unless it's like a word I say like 毎日 like おはようございます then I don't feel nervous, but new words always I feel nervous. But guys, I want to go and get some snacks for my friend who is Japanese, and I need to pick out something they will like. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I know it's just words, so there's not really much I can like do besides explain. That you guys support really means a lot, especially like because I feel that over time, like having this channel more and more frequently, I'm able to like talk to you guys about random stuff, and like it's more and more of a safe space. And not only is it a safe space for me to share my thoughts and feelings, I feel like many of the people that like come here and watch often kind of help keep it that way. So like if someone gets out of line or something, someone will commentate on that, which is not something that like I expect, but it's something that I really appreciate. I really appreciate the support that this channel has, and it's something that surprises me on a daily basis. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone. 皆さんどうもありがとうございました。今は失礼します。でも本当にどうもありがとうございました。Everyone, I'm gonna sign off, but I really appreciate you, and I feel like I don't say that enough. So thank you very much, and I will catch you guys in another stream. Bye. Take care, everyone. お気をつけて。